Oh, how are you all doing? I've not disappeared. I've been on my website, so supportive. If you've not seen me for the last couple of weeks, there's some videos on there. I do post them and I do leave them in the members only area. So there's not everything I can show on main YouTube. So we're going to have just a quick look at E-Star. We're going to look at scenario. Okay, I've dropped it. It's a 6-pin. That's the bit of the key. Into this mortise. Just holding the voice better. It's better to show you. We look at a scenario where you've left, or someone has left the keys in the back. You can't get anything in the letterbox. So let's put these keys in the back. There's a few reasons for that now. A lot of composite doors have really tight letterboxes these days, so some of the letterboxes doors won't go in. But I know GJ has done a new one. I'm waiting for it to come back into stock, and we'll show you that. So we've got the keys in the back here. Yeah, and we'll set it so the keys are sort of half-coshed, like someone's still in and they've left the keys in the back. So you can't get for the letterbox. Some doors now that I've noticed, probably the last couple of months, especially on the new composite doors, a lot of people are changing them. Don't have letterboxes at all. They have like little post boxes on the side of the house, especially for parcels and whatnot. It saves a dog chewing your mail, I suppose. Good idea, but if you got, it's weird seeing a door with no letterbox. So you haven't got that. They've left the keys on the inside, and I don't know how the door's shut or whatever. So we'll look at that scenario. So what we're going to need is, let's get me some little bits of piano wire here. So I've been making these for years, and any odds and sods of piano wire you get left over, what you got to do is different thicknesses. Have a good old selection. The great for bottom of the keyway. I know in the States it's the other way around, but here the bottom is bottom and top is top. The pins go like that. They don't go like that. Okay, so I know some people get confused with that, but that's the bottom to me, okay, because it's below. So, yeah, you do different thicknesses of these, and they're great for core control. And this week's prize, unfortunately, I'm still waiting for that thing that I mentioned, and the guys will know in the supporters area on the video from last week. I'm waiting for this package to come, which I'm going to put as do a demonstration, do as a prize draw, but it's still not come yet. So we're talking about piano wire, so why not? I'm going to put this week's pair of piano wire cutters. So supporters, thank you very much for your support. My way of saying thank you. Yeah, so you can make all sorts out of scrap. Yeah, they do make a brilliant bottom of the keyway tensioner. So let's have a quick look at this. So what you're trying to find is one that is going to be fitting in there as snug as you possibly can. Now let's try this one. Now that one, look, it's a bit, ain't no good. We want it nice and tight. So there, that's pretty tight. Sometimes you might have to give it a little tap. Now you can hurt the lock. There you go. So you can see what I'm after is that control. Those tiny little movements. There's only a couple of spools in here, nothing major. But I want to get through it pretty quick. And if I've got control of that, instead of going from the top, I'm going to lose some room. At the bottom, I'll give more room. So I've got more room to have a little bounce about. And I've got far more control of that core. And it's just about a bit piano wire. It's dead simple. Yeah. So we're going to attack it with you can see in focus. She's going like a bit of banana. Half diamond Peterson's. I think these 18th there. Bless it. Trying to straighten it up a bit. It's the way I abuse them. But it's a classic old school locksmith pick, and half diamond is. They've over so many locks. When you're knocking on a little bit like me, and you're a bit fat and you can't get on your knees as much as you used to, you're looking for speed and ease, aren't you? And half diamonds just do that for me. But this helps, this control. So what we're trying to do, we want really light tension on here. You don't want to be grabbing it tight. And all I'm going to do is brush. I know there's spools in here, but it'll find them for me. I'm just balancing that really on my thumb. You change your angles a little bit. And as soon as you start to get a turn, or you feel a real stiff pin, just going to brush through a little bit of movement there. I think we've got a spool around there somewhere. We can feel the spools. There's one. still use it as a pick, of course. That's around the front. A bit more movement there. You can feel it. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, the skill in this is not this, is this. No, went on, off, on and off, on and off. Wait until those pins have dropped and you push past those spools. So it's the other way around. It ain't that skill, it's this skill. It's called tension. The skill of tension. Okay, so we're in. But now we've got this great big bloody problem here. Look. As we can see, we've got a core moving, but nothing's happening. It's not engaging the cam because the keys are still in the back. Okay, so we can see the keys in the back. Let's move around a little bit. Can we still see the keys in the back? There they are, look. Core moving. No cam. So that's a bit of a pain, isn't it? So we've got to overcome that somehow. There we go. So how are we going to overcome that? Well, there's a couple of ways you could do that. Now, there's a classic way. And you get... I'll use this way for ages. Just cut down a key. Just take all the bitting off. And make sure you get a few different sorts, obviously different orientations. They're not going to fit everything. If you can do that and you've got one and it fits, that's brilliant, because the way that'll work is we just remove that for a moment, wiggle it out. It's not doing any damage. We're going to drop that in there. We're going to push forward, and we've engaged. We've picked the cam up, and the keys are turning on the other side. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. But sometimes you ain't always got the right blank. They don't, excuse me, they don't always fit everything. So what else do you do? Well, where's my bit of wire? On that one. That one there, tapping back in. Now, you probably all got loads of these. They're only disc detainer sets. Yeah, so just get a bit of piano wire again. Point it up a little bit, flatten the one sides off, tighten it up in here. You got yourself a great little pokey stick now. Yeah, you can change this in and out for all different sorts of stuff, but it's a dead simple, easy way to do. So what we're going to do, going to the top there, we're going to push. We're going to watch that we can pick up that bolt there. And that's going to work exactly the same way. Yeah, by using the combination of a bit of piano wire here and a bit of piano wire there and a cheap old disc detainer pick, you've created yourself some additional arsenal to your set, and it does work. It does work. You'll get through. You'll open that lock. Look, no problem. Keys are still in. So I hope that helped. If you like the video, remember, comment, share, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and support, as I said. Not what I wanted to put in this week, but I know it's going to come in handy because you can make yourself loads of different tension tools like that. Piano wire is always a bugger to cut, and you've got something decent to cut it with, and these give you actual 60% less effort required cutting application, because it is all geared up to actually help you cut. So everybody, stay safe and well, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take it easy. Ta-da.